Hey guys, so Taurus, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. Taurus, I'm just doing a quick read, or I think it'll be quick, we'll see, to check in on what's coming towards you guys. Somebody's getting out of their head and coming in to tell the Taurus that, Taurus, you're foxy. Taurus, somebody has romantic feelings. Somebody's been possibly carrying a torch for you. Now, what's interesting, Taurus, is I know with the lovers, it's Gemini energy. It appears that we have two people in a lover's embrace. But if you notice, we have 4 candles. We have 6 candles. There's 2 more up here. Taurus, for whatever reason, even if you are sitting here going, no, Kate, you may find that maybe 6 people are making eyes at you. I don't know what you're doing that is making everybody turn their heads. I don't know if it's that new cologne or perfume you're wearing. I don't know if it's the new confident vibe that you've got as you step forward into a room. I don't know what it is about you. But Taurus, all these people, or at least one person or one or the other person, they are seeing the Taurus like someone they want to approach. Someone they're hoping will embrace them. So to get out of one's head is amazing. I feel like Taurus, so I did not expect this to be a love reading. I'm not trying to do love readings on this. I'm just checking to see what's coming up next. And there's been a couple zodiacs where it's like, no matter what, I keep getting love stuff. So Taurus, I feel like whoever this is who's coming towards you, I feel like it's more than one. And the next 2 cards haven't changed that opinion for me at all. In fact, it's strengthened that opinion. Hanged Man in the reverse. So one person is feeling very, very certain that they want to come toward the Taurus. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. My asthma is still acting up. And anyway, they're no longer stressed about this. They're either pretty confident that Taurus likes them also, or they are quite certain that they would have an opportunity, or they just got over their fears and they're like, I can't hold back anymore. I can't wait anymore. I want to go talk to the Taurus. But it's also, I feel like it's because you're coming across as single, whether you are or are not. This could also be somebody who is now finding themselves like they are going to be single. They know for a fact now that they want to choose the Taurus. So they're no longer waiting. They want to go single because they're interested in the Taurus. I feel more though, like they're seeing you as if you're single. This is what's coming towards you. Okay. It could also though be that you could receive an offer. No, they're seeing you as single. With that 4 of Wands in the reverse, someone is either convincing themselves that they are single enough to come toward you, or that you are single enough for them to march toward. So it's one or the other. Someone has a belief that now is the right time because we have a sense of being single, even if, sometimes paperwork is not finished, but emotions are already established, So it's like, maybe it's not a completely like done deal in the court system that somebody is single, but the energy that somebody's giving off is like, I know that you're not in a commitment anymore, or I'm not in a commitment anymore, so I can come toward the Taurus. This is somebody is getting out of their heads and going toward what they want because they feel it's the right time. They feel like, why can't I want to explore this. Wow, we just literally had the deck kind of split itself in half. You can see how many cards went in 2 different directions. Which to me, the fact that the deck pretty much split like that, it was a little uneven. You saw the cards over here in my left hand, there was a thicker stack than in my right. That's almost looking at the lover's card, or, in a more visualized way, right? Only someone has definitely made like more choice that like They want to go towards something. They want to, one stack was thicker than the other, right? So somebody's making a choice. Now there could still be some kind of entanglement though, but someone feels single, or they feel like Taurus is single. Hermit in the reverse, 5 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is absolutely coming toward the Taurus, because I asked what's coming in for Taurus. Now, of course, you can flip-flop energy. You can do whatever you wish in these reads, right? But to me, this looks like someone who held back, someone who really, I feel like a couple things. I feel like somebody has observed the Taurus and knew that they had to come in the right way at the right time or it wouldn't work. Hermit in the reverse, somebody is ready to talk, ready to really put some energy into this. So, you know, at the beginning when I said I feel like there's multiple people involved here, I do have this feeling that if this person is looking at Taurus as if, okay, Taurus is single, I can come towards you now, I can't help but feel like at the same time, there may be an ex coming toward Taurus as well. At minimum, it seems like there are 2 people that want to talk to the Taurus for 2 different reasons. And both of them simultaneously feel like now is the right time. Now is the perfect time. One person who's been silent, who hasn't made a move toward the Taurus, and then another person who had previously maybe rumbled with the Taurus. With that 5 of Swords, this could have been somebody that you already know, somebody that you already had conflict with. And it's like, I almost feel like somebody is unaware that I feel like Taurus is totally autonomous. Taurus will decide what they want. But I feel like there's an ex who wants you back at the same time that somebody else who's not spoken up is interested in you. But you're showing up as like single, doing my thing. I'm not even aware that all these other people have these designs upon me. So what's coming towards you seems to be a combination of, I think, surprise, because you didn't realize that. I feel like you have no stress about this at all because it's not up in your head about it. What other people are deciding about you and how they want you and all of this, that's kind of their issue to deal with, not yours. So you're kind of minding your own business, doing your own thing. But it's so interesting that one person wants to talk to you now who I don't think ever had, and the other person wants to come in that previously had been very defensive towards you. And they want to lay down defenses. I feel like it's more than one person in this reading. Oh, and it's not going to be so easy perhaps, because you will have to make the choice according to this storyline. We've got the 2 of Swords. And again, I don't think you see it coming, but what's interesting is I don't know that you feel so inclined to give either of them your time and attention. 3 of Coins is in the reverse. You saying, I don't know if I want to work on this with you. And then the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Look, I don't really want to be in competition with you. Like, neither one of these situations brought me a whole bunch of joy. So the big question here is, well, which do I want to choose? Well, on the other hand, do I have to choose either if there was something that was unsatisfying for me? It's interesting, Taurus, because it's either that or this is the thoughts of each one of them. One person is like, oh, I'm so nervous, I don't know if Taurus will say yes to me. And then the other person is nervous, saying, I don't know if Taurus will work again with me and try to restore this connection. And I still feel like you don't even know necessarily that this is what's going on behind your back. I don't think you realize that 2 people are strategizing, both of whom seem to believe that you will be back in their arms, possibly. But I don't know that you think that. In this reading, it seems to be a bit of a surprise. It's like, wait a second, everybody wants me? I don't know, wasn't on my radar. I feel like you're just over here doing your Taurus thing. Okay, so why do they all want you, Taurus? Hot commodity. Good for you, darlings. Let's see. What is it that, and I'm going to pull in 2 different decks because I feel like we have a minimum of 2 different people here that are looking your direction. So one person wants you because they see you as really balanced and really fair. This is somebody who perhaps they know you don't put up with any fluff. And you're not going to be like uber humble and say you're sorry for stuff that you didn't do wrong. It's more like, look, it takes 2 to make a problem. It takes 2 to make success. That's just how that is. So with this, you might have rejected somebody's love offer because you're like, oh, that's not equal. So no, thank you. And they actually admire that about you because you are fair and balanced. If somebody comes in and gives kind of like a puny apology or puny love offer, you weighed it, you measured it, and you said, oh no, that's not enough. That doesn't fit the scenario. So no. And I think that one person, this could be the one that you already dealt with, perhaps. They actually really admire that and really like that about you. They like that you are, I feel like you can say the difficult thing while still being kind about it, which is a huge, huge skill. Okay, what about the other person? What is it that they're so attracted to the Taurus about? Oh, wow. Hermit in the reverse and the 3 of Swords in the upright. Interestingly enough, if this is a person who never spoke up but now wants to, they want to ask you out, I feel like this is somebody who it's one of 2 things. They either want to be someone, maybe they've watched you go through difficult things and they want to come in and kind of like heal your heart. Like they would love to be the person who makes you smile again. Now, on the other hand, they may be somebody who has been pining over you for a long time. This could be a love situation where there was longing glances, but nothing ever came of it. This is somebody who stayed silent for a long time and they're just now like ready to come toward you. But the things that they really are attracted to with you is, interestingly enough, is like the fact that there has been unfinished business or business that never even got started. And they can see the potential to maybe clear this out with some conversation. And so we've got, I don't know, I feel like an undercurrent that has existed between you and another person. And they, as much as on one hand, they like the fact that there is some unspoken connection, they actually now want to talk about it. Maybe you even sent this person away at one point and said, look, this can't happen. It's too bad, but it just can't happen. And maybe that's something that they always admired about you, that you said, it sucks, but that's just the way it is. Maybe this is somebody who wanted to be with you a long time ago and there wasn't an opportunity. I feel like there was unrealized love. And maybe that's why it's not on your radar anymore, because you're like, oh, well, that just, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't going to be possible. So I didn't think about it anymore. Okay, but what is the potential then with the first person? The Sun. Wow. And it did come out upright. It flipped itself twice and then landed upright. So the person who I kind of feel like is the one that you've already dealt with, there could be a huge amount of happiness and a fresh new beginning with them. That is unexpected. That is very unexpected. Okay, let me see. What about the other person, the one that looks like the Virgo? It doesn't have to be. It's just the Hermit card has come out twice, and that's Virgo energy. Ace of Swords, it's sideways. We still have a lack of clarity. Let me get one more here. I feel like... Princess of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like even though this person's interested in you, I don't know that they have as clear a vision of what they want with the Taurus. So it's kind of like they want to talk about stuff, but it doesn't seem like it's a solid offer coming in. Not with this still being a little bit murky, and then this being, it's like there's other obstacles still that exist about how do we come together? Do we want this enough? Have we wanted this enough? Maybe there had been a potential for this in the past and someone didn't act on it, and so that's why it didn't happen. Because there was some kind of sadness here is what it looks like. And now it kind of feels like you're going to say, no, I think that's that's a missed opportunity here. I don't think I want to invest in that at this point in time. I think our window closed on that one. Interestingly enough, it looks like the person who knows you best, the person who knows you the most, the person who knows that you have standards and that you're also fair about what your standards are, that's the person who really sees you as their happiness. And I feel like it's the person that you've already had history with. It's very interesting. Let me just ask, what is the outcome for Taurus in general? Not necessarily in relationship to one or the other of those two characters that seem to have been popping up. Four of Swords, Three of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands in the reverse. So definitely making a choice not to be between two options. Taurus gets to feel really healed, really rested. And then whatever this is that you choose, it's not scattered. It's more like a place of peace, harmony, and confidence that, well, I don't want to be torn between two options. I wasn't out there trying to cultivate two options anyway. They just kind of showed up on my doorstep. But I'm not going to let myself get confused, torn into two halves. So it's nice, though, that the Taurus might first say, I'm just going to rest for a bit. I don't want to say yes to anybody. If there's an option to rebuild something with one person, you will decide to do that. But it doesn't look like you're going to feel pressured or rushed to have to make any choices. What an interesting turn of events. It's like everybody wants the Taurus, which is nice. But it's also nice that you don't get feeling pressured and stressed out over it, and that you look to your own needs first, and you give yourself the time to contemplate and decide what is right for you, what is true for you. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys today. If that makes sense to you, awesome. You know, I always wish you nothing but the happiest outcome and the greatest potential in life and love. So take care.